Is it rolling? Oh, okay, cool. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt Richards and I am a two-time Olympic champion in the sport of swimming. Today's video, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes of what a day of testing looks like for us 4 or 5 weeks out from World Championships. So I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes of what that session looks like, what we're doing, why we're doing it. It's all about the physiology behind the sport. So we're essentially trying to get 2 different numbers, one for your anaerobic capacity and one for your aerobic capacity. And those 2 numbers eventually will help my team and my coaches figure out exactly what do I need to do for the next 4 or 5 weeks into Worlds to make sure that I hit that competition in peak top condition. I will get one of our physiologists to try and talk you through it a little bit better because they'll be able to explain the science behind it far better than I will. But in today's video, that's what you can expect. You'll see some of the work I'm doing in the pool, some of the stuff we do around the pool during the testing, so getting lactate, testing how much of that's in your blood and things like that, which should be quite interesting for you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First things first, we need to head to the pool.
Ran up 6 figures at a Kelly, tell him if you pay me like I never sell. Made then I hopped on the plane and catch a play in the air. Somebody tell him don't drown, trying to.
We're here today and ready for the session this evening to do some testing as discussed. So I've roped in Ben here, who is one of our physiologists at Aquatics GB. He's very kindly agreed to come and explain a little bit of the science behind what we're doing tonight and how that all works, because there's no way that I'm going to be able to explain it properly. So I'll hand over to Ben to sort of explain a little bit about what the test is, what we get out of it and why that's important to what we do. So Ben, take it away.
Yeah, so tonight we're going to be taking some lactates during the session. Matt's going to be doing a series of sub-maximal efforts starting at 400 and then descending down to 100. And the lactates are going to be put through an algorithm which will basically give us an idea of what your aerobic and anaerobic capacities are.
Yeah, perfect. And then with those numbers, obviously yourself and Ryan and the team can then essentially figure out what we need to do for the next block to try and almost adjust those numbers and get them as balanced as possible is kind of what we're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll basically give us an idea of your strengths and weaknesses and what type of training will be most useful for you during the next block of training.
Yeah, perfect. So that's the general overview of the test. So you'll see a little bit more of Ben throughout the video. He'll be pricking my ear to get some blood to test how much lactate's in my blood at various different points in the set. But yeah, we'll get on poolside and we'll get into the session. Waving to them. One and then head back to the head. Okay, right, down the side, get going. Just done a little light warm up, so we'll get a lactate test now. So they'll prick my ear with a little needle, which will get some blood coming out of it, which they'll put into a little purple machine, which you'll see in a second, and that'll spit out a lactate. So it'll tell us how much lactate is in my blood, and then after that we're going to do a 400 metre repeat and check how that changes after that 400. So we'll get into it down the other end. This is the AP Race Clo line of merchandise. So today I'm just wearing one of the hoodies. I've also got one of the t-shirts on underneath. As you probably know if you watched the channel for a while, I'm heavily involved in the AP brand and always have been hugely supportive of what they're doing. And so if you want to be in the same gear as me, you can head to apraceclo.com, use code MATT, M-A-T-T, to get 20% off any order site-wide, and you can have a little look, get yourself some of the gear that I'll be wearing. So go and check it out. essentially what's happened so far is my lactate won't go between the range that it has to be, which means that you have to keep redoing it until you get within that range. So I've had to do the 400 3 times now to try and get into that range. We finally got there now, so it's time to go on to the 200, but it's taking a bit longer than normal, so 200 time. So we've done the 400s 3 times, we've done the 200, which thankfully I only had to do once. So now it's time to do a 150. Each one's supposed to get slightly faster, sort of incrementally than the last one. The shoulders are starting to feel it now, just going again and again and again. But yeah, if we can stay in that range, we'll be in a sweet spot to round out nearly the end of the test. So that is the testing for tonight wrapped up. So off the back of that, we'll send that off to our team. They'll plug it into the algorithm and they'll spit out a load of numbers for us. And the main two that we're looking from there are the VO2 capacity and your VLA capacity. So your anaerobic and your aerobic numbers. So I'm not going to bore you with the details, but those numbers are really, really important for us. After doing it, I have no idea what it's going to be like. We've tried to predict it, it's impossible to know. We don't know what the algorithm is, we just know it works. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll probably find out in the next 2 or 3 days, by which point I'll be racing in Rome, and when we get back, that's when we'll start making the tweaks to the training leading into the World Championships. So I hope you enjoyed watching that today. I hope it was an interesting one for you, a little look into the science behind what we do and why we do it. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please drop a subscribe. It really, really helps the channel. Give us a like and chuck some comments down below, ask some questions, and I'll try and get back to you all as fast as I can. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.